eno jimpeere buli kampasa yenna ng'amanyi ti ali ku university agenda kukola ebigezo gw'oba ogimpeera. Buli kampasa yenna gw'oba ogimpeera ng'amanyi agenda kukola ebigezo oba alina ebigezo semester eno, waliwo ekintu kye bayita reading and understanding. Olina otegeera by'osoma obitegeera, oba osoma busomi obeera mu lecture just kujjuza bifo. Olina otegeera kye bayita reading and understanding. Mitendera ki mw'oyita okusoma by'osoma n'obitegeera oba n'otegeera ebyo by'osoma? Tulina criteria obwongo bw'omuntu mwe buyita okutegeera by'asoma. Abantu abasinga mba muli mu bigezo mubeera ku paniki oba pressure oba stress, ne mwessa ku stress. You only want to read to pass the exam, not understanding the fact that you actually need to do more rather than just passing a mere exam. Reading eyita mitendera giringa enaku esatu. Buli lw'okwata notes z'olina mu kitabo kyo n'ofokasinga ku ezo n'ozisoma, that is reading. But to understand what you read, you need to do what we call read, summarize, meditate. Read, summarize, meditate. What is reading and summarizing plus meditation? Bw'oba olina ekitabo kye kinene ky'oggyamu notes, ky'owandiikamu notes, you can read. Anybody can read. Anybody can read. But not everybody who can read can actually do what? Understand. Reason being, you understand words you read doesn't mean you can actually understand the meaning they are supposed to mean. So mu reading, okwata n'osoma mu kitabo ekinene, that is the book of your notes. Okitegeera? N'osoma notes zo bulungi nnyo nga bwe ziri, that is reading. Then you get a small paper where you go and create what we call a summary of what you've read. Reading from the book, then you summarize. Summary means ogenda kukwata ekintu ekinene okisalemu ekintu ekitono kikendere mu size. The more you reduce the content from a bigger book into small portions your mind can easily remember or understand, the more you weaken the concept. Then you, into the summary, you write a summary of all the notes that you're reading. Never go into the library or read on your own without an empty paper for writing a summary on. Awo bosoma mawulire. You get it? Biru kimu ky'osoma ng'osoma just kuwandiika osoma just busomi just kuyisaamu mumanyi okuyisaamu peni bwe muti ago oba osoma mawulire. That's why in most cases wotuka mu exam ng'ekintu okijjukira wakisomyeko but you have no clue in your mind. You get it? Kituukanga ekintu okiinako idea naye tewakitegedde. The reason being you did not break it down into small portions. Your long-term memory can easily encode. Kati ne kiddayo, buli lw'oba osoma, you must make a summary of what you're reading. I'm reading about the concept of economics. What is economics? Economics n'omusoma yina an explanation. Then you get economics n'ogikolamu ka summary ka what is economics, what is physics, what is biotech, what is medicine, what is psychology, what is this. ABCD in small, from a bigger book to a smaller content. Eyiyo gwe gye weekoledde nga notes zo. Kati ku summary eyo, bw'omala summary yo ng'ogimaze ya concept zo zonna z'oyagala osoma oba olina kulobadde oyagala okavalinga, then you go into what we call meditation. Meditation, otandika okwebuuza ebibuuzo nga ogweringa examiner wo weesetingira ebibuuzo ku kiki wasomye. Ne weesetingira ekibuuzo ne weebuuza what is psychology. Kati ng'ate mu meditation, during meditation you don't need a summary and you don't need the book, but you self-question or self-examine yourself according to what you've previously been researching about or reading about and what you've summarized. But you have to test your mind to see whether it grasps anything from what you've been reading and summarizing. So meditation tebaawo nti ogenda kutuula mu kifo obenga ali mu kukola yoga. You can be doing extremely a lot of different things. Oli mu kunyumya n'abakyalibo, oli mu kukola mirimu gyo, otambula butambuzi olina gy'olaga, but in your mind you're questioning yourself. Mbadde nsoma ku kino naye kiki bannange? Then you have to reflect using your mind first as a tracking object tool to track whether waliwo kye wakutte mu mutwe. Ne weddamu ne weebuuza ebintu by'obadde osomako previously, kyo kyeki. Where you find gaps during meditation, nti nabadde nsoma concept eno definition wano ebuzeemu akagambo, here the definition is missing a certain word, here it's missing certain words and certain things. Then you first go back to the summary. When you go back to the summary, you go back to meditation. If still you find out that still there is still more missing, that's when you go back to the actual book where you got the original information from. By the time you do this process back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, trust me, there is no way you can read something in a big chunk, then you reduce it into something small, then you meditate about it, and it disappears from your mind. That is what we call understanding. In the osoma concept leero, notuuka nti after 5 to 7 years you will still recall the same concepts you read. Reason being, you self-tested yourself like you are in an exam. Why does meditation help so much into understanding? Because meditation helps you to examine yourself like you're in an exam. If you can recall during meditation, there is nothing you can forget in an exam. Reason being, you've been actually into an exam earlier by yourself, being invigilated by yourself. I'm not your father.